We are back in the NBC News Crisis Center once again for America in Crisis. I'm Michael Smith. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday evening. We have some urgent breaking news to give you this evening because this has been a crisis going on across America this evening as America prepares for war once again. I want to just go ahead and reiterate one more time that we have not announced the stream links. Let me just send that to you guys real quick. And let me just let all of our affiliates know that we are on the air because it seems like I forgot to do that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're officially on the air. Alright, so America is in crisis. We are currently preparing for a war with Russia at this hour. I want to give you some news that we have from C-SPAN, recent news from C-SPAN actually, and that is that the Navy has mobilized the 7th Fleet of the 7th Fleet currently in the Sea of Japan. That is news that we have. They have been mobilized in the Sea of Japan. This was at about 2 this afternoon, and this was in the after the nuclear attack in Los Angeles. Also, this is from Palestine. The insurgent group Fatah has announced the victor for the Palestinian elections, which we're going to talk about that very shortly. But we want to talk about some news that's going on again currently. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, some news that we have is that Behan talked about in his address last night that he's voting to remove all Russian citizens from the United States. He's voting to do some things of that nature as well. So joining me right now is the new Senate Majority Leader, Liam McDonough. How are you, Liam?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How about yourself, Michael?
I'm fine. It's definitely a busy news evening. So, what is Congress doing right now with this whole war thing going on? It's not a good situation.
Well, no, Michael. Yeah, we enacted the means for the president to go to war last night at the joint session of Congress, and right now, as it is wartime, we're willing to work with the president and the administration on any efforts that he may need to aid him in our endeavor against Russia.
Right. Okay. What do you think about the president's address last night? That we heard late last night around 11 Eastern time. He talked about removing all Russian citizens and carrying out Russian nuclear attacks in Vladivostok, Oslo, and I believe in Moscow. Your thoughts about that?
Well, Michael, we've seen it throughout history in every major conflict. The Japanese were interned in Hawaii during World War II. I think it's a very reasonable request that he's made, that he wants to do that. And I think that it's only right, Michael, that after a first strike, we retaliate.
I definitely agree with you on there. So I want to just tell everyone once again that we have sent nukes to Russian capitals. I have not seen too much of a response to that from the Kremlin, but I'm sure we'll be getting one shortly. And we don't know the official casualty amount yet of that LA attack that was fulfilled by Russia. But I will say this, and I will say that I think that I'm not sure. I mean, this was in the midst of a purge. I mean, they really took advantage of us at a time when we were really weakest, the most. Your thoughts about that? I mean, this was just. It wasn't a bad time for Russia to even attempt to do something like this because we were in a purge.
I think it was hit below the belt from Russia's part, Michael. I think they should have respected our purge event, and they should have commenced their attack afterwards. It was a real low blow, Michael, on their part. But we're in the war now, and we're gonna win it, Michael. We are.
Okay, and I want to let you all know that the Kremlin did shoot the warheads down. I got that in from our newsroom. That they did send those warheads. They shoot them down, but we did send them to Russia a little earlier yesterday. Okay, right. So let's go ahead and talk to someone that has been on the ground for us. Really has been talking to us for a while. Is Hound Sin. Hound, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, and I want everyone to be patient with Hound, as his internet's kind of flaky at this time of night. Okay, Hound, can you hear me one more time?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let me turn you up real quick, because we can hear you, but you're real low. Let me just turn you up. All right, say something again.
Hello?
Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so tell us, what is the current strategy from the DoD? I mean, what's going on here? I know Russia, the Kremlin did shoot those warheads down. Is there any other plan of action after that? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Just getting our branches ready for the unlikely case of direct action with Russia.
Right. Okay. So what's the current scenario going on inside the military right now? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I think his internet again is kind of. Go ahead.
Yeah. And for the State Department, we have left the Russian embassy open, but we are planning to close the Russian embassy, deport all diplomatic officials, and declare their senior officials persona non grata.
All right. That's what we got. Okay. All right. Great. Any new developments on the ground in Russia? Anything with any new developments there?
Tensions are high in the Kremlin as we wait for their response to our actions. Right now, it's just a waiting game for the next move.
Okay. Right. It's definitely something. Is there anything? So we're just waiting for them to do something right now. Is that correct? We're just waiting for any Russian attacks.
While we're waiting, we are preparing our military, but right now it's just waiting for a move.
Okay. Right. What kind of move are we readying for? What kind of move are we waiting for in that regard? Is there anything that's imminent?
Well, there is the likelihood that they will attempt to bomb American capitals or any indirect attacks on the population of America.
Okay, right. We're live here in Los Angeles in our Los Angeles studio here, talking about that. So, right. Okay. All right. So, Hound, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to let you go a little earlier tonight because I know you're in. That's kind of spotty, but I just want to get some updates from you regarding the readiness of troops because I know you do know a lot about that and you've been giving us a lot of information on that. So thank you, Hound, for the information you have at the developments crawl in from the White House. Thank you so much.
Good night.
All right. So coming up, I know it's really really late in England right now. I mean it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like 6 a.m. in a second, right? 6 a.m. in Britain. I don't know. I'm not poppycock. Anyways. All right, so when we continue on our America in Crisis series, we're going to be talking to Liam of here. Of course, we're going to be getting some more guests on, and we're going to be discussing the latest right now in the war situation, as it seems like the U.S. is actually just waiting for another Russian attack to come out. We're going to give you the latest on what we know coming up. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. Sometimes the house itself can tell you how a young homeowner is turning into their parents.
Not those two.
Yep, they're gone.
Forever?
Yep.
That there is Progressive's Home Quote Explorer website, where I compared home insurance rates.
We don't need to print the internet. Some are beyond help. I will give you $100 if you can tell me what this is.
Scotch egg.
It's a meatball.
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
We've got a lot of work to do.
It's Macy's One Day Sale Saturday with a Preview Day Friday with amazing deals of the day store-wide. Save on Style & Co. shorts and capris, only $19.99. Take 50% off clearance designer collections for him. Get these 3/4 carat total weight True Miracle diamond earrings, now 70% off. Save 50% on select swimwear for her. And all Fairfield Square Collection 8-piece bed ensembles, only $39.99. Macy's One Day Sale Saturday with a Preview Day Friday. Don't miss it.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape Clear, the super strong waterproof tape that's clearly the best way to patch, bond, seal, and repair. Flex Tape's triple thick adhesive instantly bonds to the surface, stopping the toughest leaks while remaining virtually invisible. Plus, Flex Tape Clear is so strong, it even works underwater. Now you can repair pools and spas with a clear watertight seal and even make quick repairs without changing the look of your beautiful surfaces. Now it's easy to fix rips and tears. Plus, Flex Tape Clear holds on tight, even when wet. Flex Tape Clear is perfect for emergency auto repairs. and lets light pass right through. Boats, campers, trailers, and RVs. Now everything in plain sight can be sealed watertight. To show you the power of Flex Tape Clear, I cut a giant hole in another boat and repaired it with only Flex Tape Clear. Not only does Flex Tape Clear's powerful adhesive keep all the water out of the boat, but even in shark-infested waters, it creates a super strong watertight barrier that seals out the elements, and you can see right through. And even in the most extreme conditions, Flex Tape Clear can take a pounding and holds on tight. I think I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Wahoo! Guys? Hello? Where'd everybody go? That's amazing!
For a close shave, you need to get a razor and lather up. For a quick shave on the go, you need to settle for an electric. But what if you really want both? Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Designed with the needs of our military in mind, Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave in even the harshest conditions. That's right, the Tax Shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a Tax Shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys, Tax Shaver is small and compact, so it slips easily into any pocket. Yet it also has 3 powerful rotary heads that can easily take on even the coarsest hair. To prove it, I'm gonna do something I never do. Shave. As you can see, it easily handled even my stubborn stubble. Now that's what I call military tough. So let's review. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave.
And welcome back to our America in Crisis continuing. We're back from that very, very, very nice break. Would you say so? Those nice commercials. Oh, we have great sponsors here. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with the news here. So join me as my co-host on today, most mornings, is Sheev Palpatine. How are you, Sheev?
Doing all right. How about you?
Doing good. You know, we were on last night. We were talking about this stuff, about the whole Russian crisis. I mean, it's not a good situation. Your thoughts about this and a possible war declaration? Well, I'm not sure. Have we declared war on them yet, or are we kind of preparing? Because I know we've been doing some preparing. Is that official yet?
Was no official declaration of war. Congress last night approved the president to use military force against the Russian Federation.
Okay, right. So your thoughts about Biden's, you know, I mean, we know he's been a lame duck president. You know, he's been not really doing much for the people. I mean, he's just been kind of sitting there, you know, in the midst of troops getting ready for this war as Americans sit by a television trying to get the latest information as we try to figure out what exactly is going on here. Your thoughts about his address last night, which was really something. And you were at the gala last night. Actually, you were at the gala, and he'd made a impromptu speech that was like 30, like no context at all. I mean, and he tried to make a speech last night, but many people said that he copied from Ronald Reagan last night in his address to Congress. All that is just crazy. Your thoughts about that?
Well, I don't have the fact checked in regards to him copying Ronald Reagan. When you're in a position such as his, you understand that coming up with speeches on the fly, it's a gift. Not a lot of people have it. He's definitely not one of them.
Wow.
I'm sorry. But in regards to him being a lame duck, he is doing stuff behind the scenes still. He is still nominating people for very useful positions, and
yeah,
he's at least going down with a fight in regards to his last few days of his presidency.
Yeah, I want to remind. Go ahead. Right. I want to remind the American people that we will have full coverage of the presidential inauguration, which will be starting on the 21st. It's like, who has an inauguration on a Monday? That doesn't make any kind of sense. But we'll have full coverage of it on the 21st, live here on NBC. So, our troops are being ready right now. The Navy is in the Sea of Japan and some other locations out in the Pacific near that area. Your thoughts about that, Sheev? I know it's been something, but your thoughts about really, you can skip that for a second. The thing that a lot of people got from last night was that he is deporting all Russian citizens immediately, getting the Homeland Security to remove them from this country. Can he do that? Was a question that I had last night. Your thoughts about that?
In regards to deporting Russian citizens, I don't know exactly if that is constitutional, because if they are citizens of the United States, then that becomes a issue of revoking citizenship, which the Constitution guarantees that citizenship. And if you remember, I remember William mentioning the internment of Japanese citizens. Well, if you remember, after the war, the Supreme Court ruled that the internment unconstitutional. So the question is,
right,
is these deportations of citizens constitutional?
Well, I wouldn't go as far to say he's interning Russians, but I mean, I am fairly certain that somewhere within the United States Code there is something in reference to foreign nationals who have precedence with their Russian citizenship compared to any American residencies or visas or whatnot, that during times of war with said country, they can be removed for security purposes.
I'm sure you're probably right on that. I mean, for security purposes, yeah, I'm sure about that. Now, that's a good point that you're raising here. I mean, you could use the Japanese internment as a good example of this being unconstitutional. Go ahead.
All we need is one of them, Michael, to go blow up a nuclear reactor or take down a battleship.
Right.
It's true, and we also have tools like the Patriot Act to help stop that, essentially.
Right. And that's a good point. So, exactly. So, and we are getting message that troops are, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, they're waiting for war with Russia. They are doing drills in Fort Benning, Fort Hood in Texas, my home state, and some various other bases across America. They are readying troops. They are getting ready. It just seems like America is sitting by, waiting for the next attack. I want to hear your thoughts about this, Liam, because Hound said that they are thinking about attacking more U.S. capitals like D.C., our Capitol building, and more. Are we properly prepared for that?
Well, I think it comes down to doing the best we can in every possible scenario at every possible moment. And from what I've seen, Biden is doing that. He's made an effort. He's made a very good effort. No one can fault him for what he's done because there's not much he has yet to do.
Yeah, and I just want to stay on the top for prepping for a new attack. Are we ready, Sheev, in your opinion?
In certain aspects, the military is ready. In certain aspects, the military is not. A previous Secretary of the Navy basically brought the Navy down to the point where it's not ready at all.
Okay,
and
right.
Thankfully, we are starting to change that.
Yeah.
And there are other branches, I'm not going to name who's who, but they know who they are, and they lack the force readiness as well.
And I wanted to ask, and I just asked the Secretary of the Air Force, I believe, Muhammadu Buhari, if he can come on the show and talk to me about what... Go ahead. Say it again.
Bring Jordy on.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm not sure if he can. I'll see if he can join the call. I want to see if he
It's
can.
not the Air Force. You mean the Chair Force.
The Chair Force.
Come on, man. You're Secretary of the Navy.
The Navy.
William, aren't you an officer of the Navy?
I am an officer of the Navy, but at least I don't go around bullying other people. I used to do that, and then I joined the Navy, okay?
Exactly. Okay, so Jordy is on with us. Can you hear us? See if he can hear me. Let's see. Maybe. We'll see if he can. But like I said, it'd be a great. Okay, can you hear us? Well, we just hear you then. Yeah, we can hear you. There you go. Now we can hear you. All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. I know this is very, very quickly here. We're just talking about.
Hey, Jordy, how are you?
I'm good. I didn't get your message to you, run me.
Yeah, I know it was a pretty quick turnaround here. I just want to talk to you quickly. We're on the topic here on the show about we're standing by for a new Russian attack. We're kind of just preparing our troops here. What is going on in the Air Force right now in the midst of this whole Russian thing? Because it seems like it's never ending with Russia. What's going on down there?
I just want to. Is this live now?
This is live. Yes, we're live.
Okay,
Yes, we're very live.
We're sorry.
Okay. Well, first, hello to my colleague, Palpatine. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. My brother in DoD. Well, within the Air Force, like I said the last time I came on, but my nomination still pending, of course. I'm in a position to where I can't do too much right now, but with the Air Force as it concerns Russia, I'm not sure about the articles within the United Nations that we're a membership of as it concerns aerial combat and all those things, but with provisionals such as Air Force Special Operations Command, we'll be able to put airmen on the ground in that event. But as it pertains to what's happening with Russia, we're always paying attention. At least my office is. I can speak for the Secretary of Navy, but my office is always listening on what's coming from OSD, and whatever comes from the OSD and what comes from the White House. That's how at the Air Force wing of the Pentagon we make our decisions as it concerns warfare, and of course with the advisory of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, specifically the Chief of Staff of the Air Force and the Vice Chief, because at the end of the day, it's their branch. I'm just the oversight, so I really follow them in their terms of what they want to do.
Are we going to see the Global Strike Command?
Global Strike, in my opinion, is one of the irrelevant major commands of the United States Air Force. You can definitely expect to see Education Command, Air Combat Command.
No, I mean for this war. Are we going to see Global Strike Command?
Oh, for the war? Like I said, I don't know the articles within the United Nations to make that kind of comment yet. It all depends on whether or not the UN allows for aerial combat or missile strikes or anything along those lines. So I can't comment on that until I know what's happening within the UN's articles. But yeah.
All right. Just wanted to get a quick update from you on that. Thanks for coming on. I know it was a quick notice, so thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here. Good night.
You too. All right. So I want to remind everyone that I was wrong. The inauguration is not Monday. It's actually tomorrow. I just saw that on my flight notification. It's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll have coverage on that tomorrow around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll have a full panel on that. Hopefully by the time that is done. But yeah, ACON will be elected tomorrow. Let's talk about that real quick before we go on to, we'll talk about that when we come back from break. What is an ACON administration going to have to inherit from a really lame duck Biden administration? Why can't he just have a regular name? That's the first thing I wish he would have. A regular name. What kind of name is Bayan Rice? I don't know. It's crazy. Rice. Rice. Okay, we'll be right back after these short messages.
Make summer special at Days Inn. Save 15% when you stay 2 nights or more. At daysinn.com, you always get the lowest rates, guaranteed. And right now, you can save 15%. Save even more with a free daybreak breakfast. Plus, you can earn Wyndham Rewards points good for free nights, free flights, free gift cards, and more. Make summer special at Days Inn. Save 15%. Limited time offer. Book now at daysinn.com.
Thanks for bringing me with you guys today, Mr. and Mrs. Lopez.
Not a problem, Josh. Hey, you two. Check out all these camera views in my Silverado. I can see in front of me, behind me, on either side of me. And it has this cam, so I can see if there's any funny business going on. You see any funny business going on?
No, sir.
Let's have a great day.
The Chevy Silverado offers 8 cameras with up to 15 different views. Find new views, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Tracy, hurry up, it's starting.
Hang on, I'll be right there. Ooh, snacks.
Hey, Tracy, you can't say no to a classic.
No, I cannot.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, can't hear you over this flaming hot crunch.
Girl, you know wavy chips are way better for dipping.
Crispy, airy, tasty poppables. Stacks. I'm totally tubular. Hey, Tracy.
Woo! Ew, girl.
Stacks.
Approximately half the salt, but definitely all the flavor.
I thought we talked about talking to the chips.
I can't help it. I love me some Lay's.
All right, I'm taking these.
Lay's. A little joy with every bag.
I got some baked potato chips.
What do you call a crunch wrap with double the seasoned beef, a crunchy taco, and a large drink for just $5? Dunno, but it better be grand. Or grande. It's the $5 grande crunch wrap meal, only at Taco Bell.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free to bare my skin. Yeah, that's all me. Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin. That's my new plan.
Keep your skin clearer with Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. Of those, nearly 9 out of 10 sustained it through 1 year. And Skyrizi is 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
I see nothing in a different way. And it's my moment, so I just gotta say.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis.
Welcome back to our America in Crisis special report tonight. Instead of our normally scheduled program, we're doing this special report here from Los Angeles. You can see here, let's take a look at that skyline right there. Look at that sunset here. It is just 7 p.m. out west in Los Angeles. Look at that live view from LA right there. That looks amazing. So we are live here from Los Angeles, giving you the latest from there. Okay. So I want to talk to you again at the inauguration. Will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. I want to talk to you. Let's talk about this. What do you think? This is going to be kind of our final thoughts as well before we close out tonight. What will an Akon administration inherit? And what do you think an Akon will have to do within his administration? What do you think about that, pal?
They're going to inherit a clusterfuck of foreign policy in regards to the failures of the State Department. I do believe Akon will rise to the challenge as well as his Vice President Mitch. I've known Mitch Matrix for a long time, almost my entire career in NUSA. I do believe this administration will be able to step up and handle this.
And I got some new screenshots from a source, Arman, in our election department. He said that Matrix_OC sent this message. Let me just see if I can pull it up. This message right here. Look at this. This screenshot. It says, Rogue POTUS. John T. Ford says, it isn't official yet, bot. Arman should have won the election, holy S-word. I'm not sure what that's referring to. It may be a bot. It may be that, I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to refer to. This screenshot is actually very disturbing, meaning that the bot did not filter correctly or what. But there's some type of confusion in the botting situation. This is just clearly a crazy situation here. Alright, so this is clearly crazy. Your thoughts about that, Chi? I'm not sure what context that's about.
I really am at a loss for words. I like to see the possible, just to check the validity of this. That is just I'm at a loss for words here, Michael. I don't know
think
what
we're
to say.
all at a loss for words hearing that.
But you know what? At least this administration isn't gonna let people like Lion Claws run around nude in Los Angeles.
Yeah, running around nude in Los Angeles. You were the one that sent me that screenshot, right? You sent me the screenshot of Lion running around nude, and yeah, look at that screenshot, everybody. That was so funny. Lion Claws running around DC like an idiot, nude, in the nude, running around. His butt was on this guy's head. Oh my god! Did you see that?
Oh yes.
Oh wow, that is just so wrong on so many levels. You want to respond to that? I didn't give you a chance to respond to that. Those screenshots are terrible.
What do you mean? The quality of the screenshots are terrible? Or
What he's doing are terrible. What he's doing.
Yeah, that's definitely terrible. It is sad to see that the Biden administration has not fired him yet. This is someone that should have been gone months ago. He is unstable.
I agree. Months ago.
Mentally unfit to be an employee of the White House staff.
Months ago. He should have been interviewed months and months and months ago. I could not agree with you more. Well, that is all that we have tonight for our America in Crisis special report tonight. Have a great Saturday evening. For all you boys and gals that are out at some type of skating rink or out having fun with your boys or whatever tonight, watching us on your phone. Stay safe out there. Don't get drunk. Don't crash into another vehicle. Drunk drivers. Right? Don't do drugs and weed. You done weed, Pop? You ever done weed?
Nope.
Good. Don't ever do that weed. Don't be a thug and do weed. Don't be
There's
a little
commie. There looks like there's a commie in the live stream chat.
Oh, there's always comms in the live stream chat, but don't do drugs and don't act like a thug and sag your pants. Thanks.
Oh god, that's just weird.
All right, thanks for watching this special report, everybody. Have a great evening and stay safe from Los Angeles.